So with the first lesson, which was a maths lesson on subtraction and addition for grade 1. So the reflection on the learning principles in the lesson plan. The principles that were invoked were principle 1, relating new concepts of addition and subtraction to the familiar number line, which helped students to connect new information to what they already know. Then principle 2, keeping the information manageable by breaking down addition and subtraction into simple steps avoids overwhelming students' working memory. Principle 3 provides interactive activities for practice, ensures engagement and skill development. Principle 4, reviewing and the learned material reinforces concepts, recognizing that learning transfer does not happen automatically. Principle 5, designing moderately challenging activities maintains cognitive engagement and interest. Principle 6, starting with a cheerful greeting and fun activities which fosters a positive emotional environment critical for learning. Then principle 7, which was encouraging students to share what they learned, promotes metacognition and self-managed learning. Then the science of learning principles. The principles were successfully integrated into the lesson by engaging prior knowledge, using a familiar number line to introduce new concepts, which was principle 1. Managing cognitive load, which was breaking down tasks into simpler, manageable steps, principle 2. Encouraging practice, which was providing opportunities for hands-on practice, principle 3. Reinforcing learning, reviewing and summarizing the lesson, principle 4. Maintaining engagement, which was creating moderately challenging activities, which was principle 5. Fostering positive emotions, which was starting with a warm-up and ending with encouragement, principle 6. And lastly, promoting metacognition, asking students to reflect on their learning, which was principle 7. So the influence on the learning. The invocation of these principles likely enhanced the learning experience by making new concepts easier to grasp through connections to prior knowledge, preventing cognitive overload by breaking tasks into simple steps, ensuring skill development through repeated practice, reinforcing concepts to add retention and transfer, keeping students engaged and interested, creating a positive, supportive learning environment, and encouraging self-reflection and independent learning. Then for the improvements, to enhance the lesson further, I would say we could use contextual stories, like introduce stories or characters to make the lesson more relatable and engaging. That will be using principle 6. Then visual aids, use more visual aids and manipulatives to cater to different learning styles, which will be principle 2. Peer collaboration, include more opportunities for group work to foster collaboration and communication skills, which is principle 6. Then on my lesson reflection, the success of the lesson was successful in achieving its aim of teaching addition and subtraction using a number line. The structure, which included an introduction, engaging activities, and a conclusion, helped maintain student interest and reinforced learning. Then for the lesson structure, the lesson was structured to gradually introduce new concepts, provide practice, and review learned material. This structure aligns with managing cognitive load and ensuring skill development. Then the learner response. Students responded positively, engaging with the activities and demonstrating understanding through the interactive tasks and review session. What worked well in the lesson was interactive practice. So activities using number lines were particularly effective, providing hands-on learning. Positive environment. The cheerful greeting and fun activities fostered a positive atmosphere conducive to learning. Then for potential changes, I would say incorporate stories. Adding contextual stories could make the concepts more relatable and engaging. Visual and tactile aids, using more visual aids and manipulatives could cater to the different learning styles. Group activities, including more opportunities for collaboration, can enhance social learning and engagement. By reflecting on these aspects, the lesson could be continuously improved to better align with the science of learning principles and meet the diverse needs of learners.
This is a well-structured and engaging grade 1 lesson plan for the Maths Term 2, covering addition and subtraction using number lines. And here's the feedback. Firstly, the strengths were: it was clear and concise language, effective use of principle 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7 to support learning, engaging introduction and conclusion activities, interactive activities to reinforce addition and subtraction concepts, emphasis on reviewing and reinforcing learning. Suggestions for improvement are: consider adding more visual aids such as images or diagrams to support the introduction and explanation of addition and subtraction concept. Provide more opportunities for students to work in pairs or small groups during the interactive activities to promote collaboration and peer learning. Consider incorporating real-life scenarios or world problems to make the addition and subtraction concepts more relatable and applicable. Add a formative assessment to monitor students' understanding during the lesson and adjust instruction accordingly. Consider providing additional challenges or extensions for students who demonstrate proficiency with the concepts. Overall, this lesson plan is well designed to engage grade 1 students and supports their understanding of addition and subtraction using number lines.